Today I'll show you how to format a book in Google Docs. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll have a clean, professional-looking document that's much easier to edit, share, and eventually turn into a printed book or an ebook. Let's start by opening Google Docs. You can either create a brand new blank document or open an existing draft of your book. If you're starting from scratch, give your document a clear title right away so you can easily find it later. If you're working with an existing file, make sure everything is saved in your Google Drive so you don't lose any changes as you work. Once your document is open, the first thing to set up is the basic page layout. This includes your margins, font, and line spacing, which together determine how your book will look and feel on the page. Go to the File menu and choose Page Setup. Here you can set your margins. For most books, slightly wider margins work well, especially on the left and right, to give the text some breathing room and to account for binding if it's printed. For example, you might use 1-inch margins all around, or make the inner margin a bit larger if you plan to print double-sided. Click OK when you're happy with the layout. Next, set a consistent font and size for your main body text. Highlight some text, then use the toolbar to choose a simple, readable font. Avoid fancy or decorative fonts for the main text. Choose something clean and professional. A common size is 11 or 12 points. Once you've chosen your font and size, apply them to all your body text so everything looks uniform. This is where it helps to use the normal text style in Google Docs. Select a paragraph of your main text, format it the way you like, then update the normal text style to match your selection. That way the whole document stays consistent. After the font, adjust your line spacing, select your text, then go to the line spacing icon in the toolbar. For books, you'll usually want something around 1.5 or double spacing to keep the text easy to read and to give space for notes or edits. You can also add a bit of space after each paragraph so that paragraphs are clearly separated, even if you're not using indents. Now let's organize your chapters using headings. This is crucial, not just for visual structure, but also for creating an automatic table of contents. Scroll to your first chapter title, highlight it, and in the Styles drop-down, change it from normal text to heading 1. Do the same for each chapter title throughout your book. If you have subsections within chapters, you can use heading 2 or heading 3 for those. You can style these headings however you like, change the font size or alignment, and then update the heading style so it stays consistent everywhere. With your chapters properly marked as headings, you can add page numbers. Go to the Insert menu, choose Page Numbers, and pick the position you prefer, usually at the top or bottom of the page. You can also decide whether page numbers should appear on the first page or start on the second page, which is helpful if your first page is a title page. Finally, create a table of contents. Move your cursor to where you want it, often at the beginning of the document before the first chapter. Go to Insert, then Table of Contents, and choose the style you like with or without page numbers. Google Docs will automatically generate a clickable table of contents based on the headings you've applied to your chapters. If you make changes later, you can click the refresh icon next to the table of contents to update it. And that's the full process for formatting a book in Google Docs: opening your document, setting margins, font and spacing, organizing chapters with headings, and adding page numbers and a table of contents so everything is easy to navigate and ready for the next step in your publishing journey.